Hi loves, how are you? It's Miss Shanda here and welcome to the Pink Room and to Shanda Says. How are you this evening? We are a few days away from the new year, and as always, every new year with my channel, I love to do, you know, and empower you guys to a new year, a new prosperity, a new you, a new whatever it is. We always feel re-energized and always feel like we're in a place to start over every new year. And if we're blessed to get this far, which as you know, 2016 has been a very it's been a very taxing year. A lot of great people have passed. So every day that we have to celebrate in life, we know now more than ever to do that. So this year, I wanted to really get into changes. And, for myself, I'm very good at advice. I'm very good at sharing with you guys what I think what will work best for you. And, that's my strength. But for myself, I was like, Sean, what do you need to do for 2017? What are some things that you need to work on for yourself that's going to make a better Shonda? So I thought I'd share with you guys some of my weaknesses. And I'm sure some of the people that I love will appreciate these changes that I'm about to share with you. So one of the things that I want to change is that I tend to be very, very stubborn in certain areas of my life. Now, I'm a very patient person, but there are certain areas in my life that I'm very stubborn. So let me explain what I mean by that. For example, and this is the best example that I can give you guys, is I try to live my life in a very studious way, and I try my best at all times to always be present in how I treat people. So I'm very conscious of karma, and I'm very conscious of my spiritual connection to my faith. So with that being said, I do my best at treating people I love really well, which means 85% of the time I'm well behaved. So for the times that I'm not, I hate to be wrong. So when I'm wrong, it's very hard for me to admit that I'm wrong. And oftentimes I will be like, well, it was a result of you doing this that I did this. So it's really not my fault. It's really your fault. And I realize that that is very disingenuous, and it also causes problems in my relationships or friendships at times. So those are things, that's one thing that I really want to change about myself, is being accountable, for my bullshit. And that's just, honestly, there's no other way for me to put that, is just the truth. Like, I need to be accountable for when I see my bullshit and I do something about it. And I really wanted to change that because there have been a few times in my relationship with my man, and I'll be honest with you, that I've come off with a very double standard way that, you know what, I could do this, but you can't. And, it has hindered my relationship at times, and I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression because I'm in a really good and happy place right now. But there are times that my attitude, and even with, I'll be honest, with my ex, he would always say, so you never did nothing wrong, right? You were always good. And, it's very easy for me to be like, yeah, I was good. I am good. I don't do that. But it's impossible. Shonda, you make mistakes. You're not perfect. So that's one thing that I'm really conscious of now, and just really reining my bullshit in, that I want to be responsible for. And I think that's a huge part of me, and for any of us wanting to change, is accepting accountability, knowing what we need to do and really following through and doing it. It's one thing to know, but the action of everything is so important. We can talk all day, but our actions are always in alignment with our character. And if you're saying something and you're not following up with action, that doesn't look good. It just looks like you're full of crap. And basically that's what it is. You're full of crap when you're not following through with action. Also too, I didn't share this with you guys the last time I was here because I hadn't been on for like 2 or 3 months. And my weight, it fluctuated so much since my surgery. And what people didn't know is I put on a good 15 pounds, which I'm back into bringing my weight down again, because for me, it's a lifelong it's a lifelong battle. It just is. But what happened was my doctor had me on certain medications, and with those medications, you have to eat. You have to have carbs. You have to eat a certain way. And for me, carbs are not always my friend in terms of me keeping my weight down and for me maintaining a weight that I'm comfortable with. So with taking medications every day and part of my healing, I had to take these medications and I had to eat. So with that being said, it just was a doormat for me to just eat in a way that wasn't conducive to me losing weight, and I put some weight back on. So now I'm back to, you know, getting back on plan and the things that work for me to bring my weight down. And also too, me and my sister want to run a marathon this year. And what else are things that I wish to accomplish, things that I want to do? Um, I've already contributed to my second book, and I'm writing my third book. What a lot of people don't know about me, and I'm going to share this now. I have a passion for writing. I love fashion. I love beauty. And I've been blessed to, when I was designing, I was blessed to get to rip the runway, do fashion shows, and have success in it. But my real passion is writing. And I love writing. So me being able to take my writing to another level is my goal for next year. What you guys don't know is that I have written my own TV shows. I've written my own movie pilots. I have done things that I haven't put the gas on. And this year I said, you know what? I'm going to take a chance and go with my ideas and not be afraid of pushing the envelope for what I want to do ultimately with my life, which is honestly be behind the scenes and produce shows for TV and film. I would love to be that person that's a writer or producer for a show. That is my ultimate goal. Do I want my own show? Absolutely. I would love to bring the Pink Room to television, and that's another goal I wish to do. I love media. I love writing. I love creative anything. So anything that's going to add to me being creative and add to that, I just want to be able to do that and go with the core of who I am. And I think that's the message too. As we get older, you know, it's very important, it's imperative that we become more and more aligned with what our spirit tells us to do. And as much as we may not always pursue that, when you're not in alignment with that, or if you're not working towards that, you will always be unhappy, or you will always feel like something is missing. And for me, that has been going on for so long. And I just said, you know what, I'm getting older. I'm over 40, and I'm well over 40. People that know me know my real age. And I just feel like the time is now. I've always been a late bloomer on certain things. So for me, the time is now to get moving, to get going on the things that I really wish to do. And you know what I thought about? And this is my mom and my parents all day. If it doesn't go the way you want or the way that you hoped, at least you still did something and you still pushed yourself and you still got out there and you took a chance. Because how horrible would it be if you didn't go out there and you didn't take the chance and you live your life with regret? And I never want to live my life with regret. You know, sharing a bit of personal with you, I saw my mom have so many gifts, and I don't want to get emotional, but I saw so much pass her by. And she wanted so much for me. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. What she wanted for me and what she believed in me. And everything I want to do is not just for me. It's for my mom. It's for my kids. It's an example of everything I was taught to me, an example to what I teach my kids. And that's important to me. Even to the person I love, even to the man I love, I want to be an example of um, not being only an inspiration for myself, but to him. I want to inspire every person around me that I love, that I say the things that I mean, and I mean the things that I say, and I follow through, and I'm consistent, and I do what I need to do. And life gets in the way, it gets tough, and you're dealing with day to day, and you're dealing with this, and you're dealing with that. But I'm being a crybaby, and I'm praying my eyelash doesn't come off. But I just wanted to bare my soul and just allow myself to be transparent. It's so important with what I do and what I give to you guys, that it's real and that it's not that I always come in here and I have all the answers, because literally I don't always have it. And but I thank God for the ability to be able to share it in a way that you guys respond to it and you connect to it, and it makes you feel good, and it empowers you to be the best that you can be, and it empowers you to inspire, because again, as I have said before, you never know who's watching, and you never know who your words will change a person. We all have the ability to change people. And let me just share this real quick before I go. Now with social media, we all, any of us that have a social media account, be it Snapchat, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, be it YouTube, whatever it is that we're sharing, we all kind of have our own channel, right? Now that Instagram or that Snapchat represents your channel, represents your representation to the world. So when you think of it that way, think about what you're putting out. And think about the responsibility in that. That's your channel, that's your programming. How are you programming your life? Take a day, right? And go through your social media and look at what you post, look at what look at the pictures you post, look at the memes you post. Think of how all of that is in alignment with who you are and your character and as a person. And if you feel good about it, great. But if you're feeling like I need to tighten this up going into the new year, think of things like that. But ultimately, think of things that are going to help you to change in a better way emotionally, and yes, even physically. For myself, like I shared, me coming down in my weight is important, not only just because physically I want to feel good, but I want to be healthy. When I'm a certain weight, it's not good for me. I'm only 5'2". So having extra weight on me is not good at all. And not only do you see it, but I feel it. I just don't feel in alignment with being operating at 100%. And in closing, I want you to do this in an evaluation. Think about a number from 1 to 100. And give yourself a number that you're operating right now today when you watch this video. What are you operating now? What number is that? And how do you get to, even if you don't want to be perfect at 100, how do you get to 90%? What does that represent itself? How does that represent itself physically and emotionally and mentally to you? How do you get there? What are the steps to get there? Those are all the things I want you to think about in the new year. And think about the importance of the people that love you, be it family, your friendships, and those things. If there's people in your life that are not conducive to your happiness, you may have to lean them out too. You have a right to cut people off that are not conducive to you progressing and being a good and happy person. And you can love and let go. You can still love. But I don't have to have you in my life stressing me out either, But these are just some of the things I wanted to share with you guys. I'm sorry I got so emotional, but that's Shonda. That's just who Shonda is. Shonda's a crybaby. Anyone who knows me, loves me, knows me. That I'm going to cry, you know. But I love you most of all, and I thank you consistently for tuning in, for showing up, for following, for being a part of my life and being a part of my channel. I love you so much for it. I wish you blessings. I wish you life. I wish you happiness, and I wish you for 2017. I wish you that you operate at 100%, totally. I love you guys so much. God bless you. Mwah. Until next time. Bye-bye.